Well, students, our today's topic is alternating current circuits. AC is widely used in our daily lives in almost all the practical applications, and DC is rarely used. AC circuits are classified into single phase circuits and three phase circuits. And single phase circuits are further divided into AC series circuits and AC parallel circuits. So today we will discuss about the single phase series circuits. Today we are discussing only single phase circuits. Current in DC is given by I is to V by R, whereas current in AC is not always equal to V by R. In DC there is only one formula for current, V by R. But in AC, current is not always equal to V by R. It depends on the type of load. So first we will discuss what are the different types of loads available. There are three types of load on AC: resistive loads, inductive loads, and capacitive loads. Examples of resistive load is incandescent lamp, heater, electric iron. And examples of inductive loads are coil, choke, motors, etc. And capacitive load is capacitors. First, we will deal with resistive load only. Then we will take inductive load. Then we will take capacitive load. So first we are starting with the resistive loads. Examples of resistive load, I have already told you that incandescent lamp, heater or electric iron. Basically, heating and lighting loads is called a resistive load. Heating and lighting load is called resistive load. So first example is AC through pure resistance. We are taking pure resistance. Practically pure resistance is not available. We are assuming that it is a pure resistance, but any conductor or coil have inductance as well as capacitance in small values. So we are neglecting inductance and capacity effects in resistance and assuming that it is a pure resistance. Our aim in this case is to find the value of current, angle between voltage current and power. These are our three aims: current I, angle phi, and power P. In all the cases, we will find what is the value of current, what is the value of angle between voltage current and power. In pure resistance, in pure inductance, in pure capacitance, and then we will take them in series in parallel. So it will continue, but in all the cases we have to find value of current, angle between voltage current and power. So this is circuit of pure resistance is given AC supply. This is supply. When resistance is connected across the AC supply, the value of V is equal to I into R. When an alternating voltage is applied to the resistance R, the voltage drop across this resistance is equal to I into R. This is the voltage drop in the resistance. And from this relation, we can find I. So I is equal to V by R, V is equal to Vm sin omega t by R. Now this small I is instantaneous value of current and capital I is maximum value of current, capital M is maximum value of voltage. Now this I depends upon the angle theta. When theta is 0, I is 0. When theta is 90, I is maximum. So when theta is 90, sin 90 is 1, so Im will be equal to V by R. So this is first relation of current. Maximum value of current is equal to maximum voltage divided by resistance. So substitute this value of Im here. You will get I is equal to Im sin theta. So this is equation for current and this is equation for voltage. This is the voltage equation, this is the current equation. For finding angle between voltage and current, we have to plot these voltage and currents and we'll find what is the angle between voltage and current. So we will plot V and I here. This is sin theta axis, voltage is sin theta or current is also sin theta. So both voltage and current will lie on this axis of sin theta, this V and this I. This is in phasor forms and this is in waveform. This is waveform of voltage, this is waveform of current. How to draw this waveform? This you have studied in the previous lecture, but still I will discuss it again. When V is here, what it rotate is here, and it is rotating in anti-clockwise direction. So when after 90 degree, V will become maximum. 180, 0, 270, minus 1 and 360 again 0. When V is starting from this point, I is also starting from this point. So when V become maximum, I will also become maximum. So they will at a time become 0 and maximum. V0, I0. V is maximum, I is maximum. So this is the waveform for voltage and current. And angle between voltage and current as seen from the phasor diagram is 0. This is our second aim. The angle between voltage and current in pure resistance is 0. So this is our second aim, angle. Third aim is power. Power is voltage into current. So voltage, when voltage is instantaneous, current is instantaneous, the product of this V and I will be instantaneous power. So instantaneous power is equal to V into I. Substitute the value of V and I here, Vm sin theta, Im sin theta. So solve it, Im sin theta, sin square theta. And you know that from trigonometry, sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. Sin square theta is 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. And here you open the bracket, Vm Im by 2 will be here, Vm Im cos 2 omega by 2 will be here. So this is instantaneous power, but we always take average power. So average of Vm by Im by 2 minus average of this. Every value of sine function or cosine function over complete cycle is 0. So average of this quantity will be 0. Power will be Vm Im by 2. Break up 2 into 2 parts, root 2 into root 2. And you know that Vm by root 2 is Vrms, Im by root 2 is Irms. And Vrms is denoted by capital V and I by I. So power is equal to V into I. So we have reached our all the three aims. Current is V by R, angle is 0 and power is Vm. So these formulae are same as in DC. So a pure resistance load behaves similar on AC as well as on DC.